think the most important thing is if you are attempting to lose weight, don't get discouraged. I think that's the quickest way to failure. Understand that, and I think another problem is when people think, well, I'm going to diet for a little bit so I can lose, say, 10 pounds. Well, that's a good short-term goal. But what happens after you lose that 10 pounds and you want to go back to your original way of living, of eating, of not exercising, then you're going to gain that 10 pounds back plus more. So I think it's important for you to have an outset to be just an overall healthier individual, including weight loss, including smoking cessation, if that's a problem for, well, it's a problem for everybody, but smoking cessation and just overall having a goal of being more healthy. And if you're finding difficulty in doing that, just know that there are plethora of individuals here at St. Bernard's that can help you, starting with our dietitians, starting with Dr. Shaw and myself. If you are suffering from multiple comorbidities and just can't seem to get to where you need to be from a healthy standpoint, surgery would be an option for you. So that's my main thing, is to do not get discouraged and know that you have help, and just come see us.
My first just word of advice is ditch the diets. There's no such thing as a long-term diet. It's called lifestyle, and it's called having everything in moderation. And my other bit of advice is really be mindful of who you're taking nutritional, fitness advice from. There are differences in levels of education. Look for those licensures, look for those credentials behind that person's name, because you don't know what kind of advice you're getting or receiving if you aren't sure of where their credentials come from. So really make sure that you are looking at those credentials to work with those individuals, and that they're going to be able to meet your needs.
I think in closing, from the mindful emotional standpoint, it's thinking back the way we used to eat, say, 50 years ago. We had regular mayonnaise, we had regular butter, we had real bread, but we ate it differently. We didn't eat in front of the television. We didn't eat while we were in the car. We all sat down as a family and we ate together. And a lot of times it's just going back to those basics. It doesn't take a really expensive diet. It doesn't take a really rigorous athletic approach. I think a lot of times people think, well, if I'm going to get healthy, I have to completely eliminate certain food groups. I have to go to the gym for an hour every single day. But unless that's something that's always been incorporated into your daily routine, it's not going to work, because it's not something that you enjoy. It's not something that you're probably going to sustain. So find ways to do physical activity that is fulfilling for you. Taking a walk, walking the dog. For kids, a lot of times I tell them, go roller skating, ride your bike, do fun activity. You don't have to, as a 12-year-old, go do sit-ups to have a good athletic quality of life. So just kind of think about the way we used to do stuff, and then going back to those basics.